As we conclude on a memorable Premier League season, the dreaded question has to be asked. I hate to be the prophet of doom. What's the Undertaker's music that comes in too? Because I'm just going to come in for some really bad news, I think.
Wow, you're already giving up the Shawn Michaels?
No, Shawn Michaels are happy news. If I was reporting on this Leicester story that they're going to, I think they'll be able to hold on to all those players, and I would come in saying Shawn Michaels, but I'm not. I'm going to come in the prophet of doom. I think that there's bad news to come.
It just sucks because like they're going to go to the Champions League next year and they're not going to have the team that won the Premier League.
Yeah,
that should be the rule. You have to play the
Well, I hope it is, Ron. I will address this clip as if I'm in the change room talking to the lads. I'm like, boys, fuck me, what a road, huh? What a road. It's been quite the time. Stay fucking put. Don't go anywhere. Why would you leave? You've done all this. Anyway, the question is not solely just to who, but we're going to pose this question as to the main three who we think, or two, but still mainly three, who we think may be in jeopardy of heading to the exit at the end of this season. I think there's three. Vardy, Mahrez, and Kante.
Vardy ain't going anywhere.
And your reasoning?
I just well, you know where he looks great according to our FIFA What If challenges? A Real Madrid jersey.
Yeah, he does. He does look good.
Sure. No, I don't think Vardy goes, and I'm basing that off nothing. But I haven't seen.
I was going to say your reasoning.
I know, but I get the updates every single day. I check Transfer Market every single day, which is a website that's great that gives you all the details and like contracts and money and like
and
where.
Based on rumors off what direction someone sneezed. Oh, Zlatan sneezed towards the Premier League, so he's going.
But there hasn't been one sneeze about Vardy. There's been a million sneezes. God, they have the goddamn swine flu when it comes to Mahrez and Kante.
That's what I'm saying. You can't base it just on the rumors, though, because there's always going to be rumors.
Bleacher Report every day is Cristiano Ronaldo going to get bought by PSG over the summer.
It's ridiculous how they base the rumors off it. Anyway, we're going to focus on Mahrez and Kante, right? The first thing is funny. We found this video of Mahrez when he just signed with Leicester, and it kind of emphasises how much Leicester just weren't as much of a known commodity at this point. So let's take a look at Mahrez's response when he signed for the mighty Foxes.
I didn't know Leicester. Because in France, we didn't know Leicester. It was in Championship. Me, I thought it was rugby club, Leicester, before. I was like, I don't know. Then I looked the stadium. I came here, I looked the stadium, the facility training facilities, so everything was good. So I just signed. I don't regret because it's the best club I never been.
Thought it was a rugby club.
It's the best club I've never been.
Amazing. So the King Power Stadium, by the way, I always want to emphasize how great of a name that is, because it just rocks, man. That place is just
King Power.
Is literally shaking at the foundations. I'm glad it's well built, and I'm glad it's nice and modern, because the facilities need to withstand, and will have to withstand, an enormous amount of celebrations if they happen to win. I want to be there. We should be there.
Stop saying if. I know it's like if they win three, they've won it, but three more.
I just never want to. I never want to jump the gun, because guns are bad, and you don't want to jump in front of one. And in this situation, I don't want to jump in front of one, especially if it's been fired by a ruthless assassin like Harry Kane. Who's
going to win me some money? 24 goals right now.
Oh, no doubt. He's
Keep banging them in.
All right, so let's throw to a graphic really quick that showed the amount that Mahrez and Kante were signed for Leicester City. Two invaluable members of this team. Mahrez, obviously, the season before. Kante came in this season. I think his value is around 5 million, so here they are. So unbelievable value for money, it should be said. In comparison, I remember The Guardian ran one article which was phenomenal before, when Leicester were atop the Premier League, I think around Christmas time, they ran this article, Leicester's starting 11 compared to Manchester City's. I think Man City's was close to 400 million total, and Leicester's was not even a quarter of that, I think. And it shows that people try to buy their success, and it does work sometimes. I just did a clip on Facebook about why Leicester are redefining the odds on what it takes to win a Premier League, togetherness, heart, kit team chemistry, all these things that we value in football, that pose the question to all these big guns that think money is going to buy everything, and says, well, what? It doesn't always work that way. Sometimes it's not just about the money. So, but that's almost going to be counterintuitive when it comes to the summer, because, again, I pray that these players stay here. I pray that they do, because I think that it's a waste. I think if you go and win the league, it's an unbelievable achievement. It's going to go down in your history, but do you not want to try your fate against some of the best clubs in the Champions League? Do you not want to try and see if this team can redefine odds further and showcase that you can play your football against the biggest and best teams in the world? You're automatically going into it, so you're going to play at least 6 games in the Champions League. Go ahead and do that. Go ahead and take that chance and showcase that you can do it. That's the thing. And it comes down to money. I remember one example I talked about on the Football Republic is Borussia Dortmund. They got to a Champions League final. They pushed Bayern Munich to the limit, and then they got raided. They just couldn't withstand and couldn't compete with the contracts that were offered to Lewandowski and offered to Mario Götze and those guys. And that's where the problem occurs, because Leicester have funding. They'll get money as well from television rights next season because they're going to be the champions. You get, like you just mentioned, NBC Sports show Chelsea all the time.
Thank God they just show Chelsea. And nothing against Chelsea, but like I'm going to be honest, man, there's much more entertaining football out there to watch. Leicester being one of them. They never show Leicester.
Yeah.
That was I'm not going to get into it, not going to get into it.
So but what is your
Bang for
thoughts?
your
Do you
buck.
think they stay, or do you think it's going to be a...
I think Vardy stays unless he goes to Real Madrid. But no, I think I would like to see Kante stay. I think Mahrez is gone. He's good, though. Send him to Juventus. Force a Juve.
Apparently, rumor rater.
Unless he goes back to France. PSG.
No, he won't.
Then Juve. Force a Juve. What a signing.
Juventus are going to circle the pond for Kante. This is my prediction. Juventus are going to circle the pond for Kante. Manchester United are going to circle the pond for Mahrez. Many Premier League clubs are going to be looking at Jamie Vardy because a lot of teams teams have tried their hand at bringing in the foreign strikers, and it doesn't always work. Sometimes you need that homegrown talent, as Rashford's proven for Manchester United that he is almost invaluable at the moment. He's used to this game now somewhat because he's played English football. Vardy is going to be one of the best that he's tried, I think, as long as he plays for a system that allows him to do that, allows him to play as a lone striker. He won't go to Tottenham. They're still going to have Harry Kane, who probably will be in this conversation as well. They have to withstand a lot of bids, maybe from across seas.
Even Tottenham.
This is what I'm saying. Gareth Bale, Tottenham, amazing season, out he went. Luis Suarez, amazing season at Liverpool, out he went. It happens. It happens a lot. And it's the harsh reality of the beautiful game.
They're all coming to the U.S.
They're all going to Celtic.
No.
Put in the big money signings, because boy, do we fucking need it, man. I know everyone's waiting for my review on the old firm. You want to know what my review is?